Hey guys, Randy here with 4 Level Coach. We help builders and remodelers to scale their business, create fortunes with a whole lot more freedom. Now let's dive into the Freedom Builders Academy and we'll get into our tool and content today, which is urgent versus important. Now, underneath every one of our videos in our academy, we have, now this is an 8-minute video on urgent versus important. I will rip through it here as quickly as I can. Let's open it up. So urgent versus important, guys. This is pretty simplistic tool. You may have seen it before. There's simple 4 quadrants here. Now, each of these quadrants represent a piece of time where you're spending any of your activities you're doing in your business falls under one of these 4 quadrants. Absolutely everything you do with your time in a day falls under one of these 4 quadrants. Now, you can test me on this. You can roll through any of your tasks and activities in a day, and you can put it into one of these 4 quadrants. Most of the time, we find that almost, I'm going to say 90+% of the time is spent in quadrants 1 and 3 and 4. And rarely do we spend much time in 2. I'm going to get into what we have to do to shift this. If you are in urgent, let's go through this. If you are in quadrants 1 and 3, this side of the ledger, quadrants 1 and 3 is the urgent column. If you are stuck in urgent in your business, we have a long-term problem forever growing and getting to the next level. And when I say next level, right, 4-Level Coach comes from 4 levels in a business. Level 1 is having a job in your business. Level 2 is creating a real small business that has management levels and more people in place that are starting to free you up and take some things off your plate. That's becoming a real small business. Level 2, level 3 is where we are becoming scalable. Now, that's ultimately what we do, is help guys become scalable. And then level 4 is sellable. So what's scalable? Scalable is when you can take off, when things are consistent, when you have systems in place, the right people, the right teams doing the right things, that you can multiply, duplicate, and grow your business to a degree that does not require you to be continually sucked back into urgent, right? So your business is running like a well-oiled machine. You're out of urgent. Now, when you get yourself out of urgent, we get focused in quadrant 2, which is not urgent, but extremely important. This is where our vitals are. Now, we refer to our vitals. These are the needle-moving activities, the needle-moving things in our business that will take you to that next level. We have to find our way to get ourselves to spend more time in quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 is all about working on our business and not in it, right? You've heard that before. We've got to get you to working on your business and not in it. You have to find that time. And ultimately, what do we say down here, right? This involves future planning through strategic thinking. This quadrant is where real growth becomes possible. So real growth and scalability is found in quadrant 2. This is the stuff that we must be doing more of. We must be focused on these vitals, these needle movers, to take us to the next level. Now, how do we do that? We got to get ourselves out of urgent. Urgent is quadrants 1 and 3. Right? Quadrants 1 and 3. Now, what is our job as a coach advisory company to help guys like you is to help get you out of quadrants 1 and 3 into quadrants 2, so that we can take you from level 1 and 2 in your business to levels 3 and 4, to scalable and sellable business. So what does a sellable business mean? It is ultimately a scalable business that you can be removed from the day-to-day activities with ultimate freedom, so the business becomes far more valuable. Now, you can sell a business at any level, but the truth is you won't get the return on your sale until you get to a real level 4 in your business, and that's where the gold is. And that's why this quadrant is yellow. It's the gold. It's the gold in your business is right there in quadrant 2. So urgent number 1, right? This is the stuff that we must delegate. Urgent. Any of the urgent 1 and 3 must be delegated out. These are in 1 is the pressing problems, the deadlines, the client requests, the issues that come up, the stuff that has you running around like a chicken with your head cut off all day long, chasing our tail because we're just trying to keep up with the day-to-day. It's the stuff that's urgent. It's never stopping. It's constantly coming at you because we don't have the right people, teams, and systems in place to remove you from that daily activity. right? So if you're getting sucked back into those problems, we're stuck in quadrant one. Most guys find their time there until they can get their business to, that next level, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million plus. But I've also worked with a ton of guys at 10 million plus that are still stuck in urgent, right? That are still stuck in quadrants 1 and 3. So urgents 1 and 3. This is urgent 1 in that quadrant is also extremely important. All this stuff is important to the business. It can't be overlooked. Somebody has to be on top of it. It just needs to not be you, or you can't get to what's going to actually move the needle in quadrant 2. See how that works? Like, it's important. It's not like you should lose sight of it, but somebody else has to do it with the right systems and scoreboards in place to monitor and measure the metrics of it working or not working. Right. So that's how we get confidence to be able to trust and let go, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to trust and let go. This is where, the guys have entrepreneurs like us have a very hard time of trusting and letting go of our baby, right? We have built this machine, this monster for ourselves, and we have a hard time letting go. Well, in order to trust and let go, we've got to get the systems right and the scoreboards to measure the progress. Review, evaluate, and adjust course so that we know what's working and not working. The scoreboards are critical to us trusting and letting go. Quadrant 3 is, of course, urgent, but it's also not so important. It's these phone calls and emails and not your emergency stuff that comes up. It's this interruptions all day long. I mean, we just talked about this in one of our sessions last night, how the never-ending got-a-minute meetings come to us, right? You got a minute, and I need you. It's this constant interruption that we can't get any focused time, right? So we're not using time blocking to our advantage to get the right things done in the not so urgent, but extremely important to the business. The not urgent, but important to the business is quadrant 2. This is where you need to find and spend your time. So you have to analyze for yourself. Where am I spending my time today? If it is strictly an urgent, this is why I feel stuck on a hamster wheel. This is why I feel like I'm running a million miles an hour, getting nowhere, or not. Nothing's changing year to year, month to month. Nothing's changing. I'm in the same place year after year after year because I'm stuck in quadrants 1 and 3. And I may also spend too much time in quadrants 4 just to get out of my out of the shed and dealing with just busy work that keeps me busy, time killers, time wasters, stuff that I'm more comfortable about my habits, right? I just do it because I just want to get rid of all of the chaos of the day. So I need to eliminate that. If I want to take myself and my business to the next level, I need to think about those things and eliminate those. The most successful people on the planet are not doing that. They have eliminated that. They've got themselves out of urgent, and all that they do is focus their time in quadrant 2. I'm part of and have ownership stake in several businesses across the country. How could I possibly spend any time in urgent and have that going on? Multiple businesses, including this, and helping others get and grow and scale their businesses to the next level. It would be impossible for me. I can't spend any time in the urgent, right? And that's what we got to help you do as well. So if you want to get to the next level, it's quadrant 2. Think about your own time. Where are you spending it? Are you in quadrants 1, 3, and 4? If you are, and most guys are, and there's nothing wrong with that, just realize that you have to really understand and be truthful about your situation today. And you've got to start making the steps and the strides to change that tomorrow if you want to be where you want to be in the future. So our vision of a scalable business can only get there when we get our time in quadrant 2, guys. Hope this helps. We'll see you on access to more tips, tools, strategies, insights, and podcast episodes. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you want to learn more about our program and get exclusive access to the video vault with all of the systems, SOPs, templates, tools, agreements, spreadsheets, and checklists, head over to our website at 4levelcoach.com. That's the number 4levelcoach.com/program. And you can check out more in the description box below, guys. We will see you on the next video.